Hey guys, Shane here once again, and we're back with another edition of the NFL Power Rankings 2022 edition. The week's just flying on by, so let's just jump right into it. Another crazy week. There's been no shortage of those this year, that's for sure. Number 10, we got the San Francisco 49ers, and they're back in the top 10 after 2 weeks out. They're second in the NFC West, and they had a big win over their rivals, the Los Angeles Rams, this week. They had a huge pickup in Christian McCaffrey from the Panthers. I think that's going to make them a legitimate threat, and they're going to make some noise in a very, very weak NFC West, might I add. They're going to take on the Chargers next. Number 9, also back in the top 10, we have the Baltimore Ravens. They're 5-3, first in the AFC North, and man, Lamar Jackson. He does not get enough credit. He leads the team in both throwing and rushing yards. This guy should be in the legitimate conversation for MVP with Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. I don't know why he's not there. I don't hear his name being thrown around, and it deserves to be there. They're back at it against the hot New Orleans Saints on a Monday night game, so that'll be great. Number 8, they're up 2 spots, and that is the Tennessee Titans. I tell you that, Derrick Henry, he's another one of these beasts. He just goes through anyone. He leads the league with 166 carries, 755 yards. I mean, this guy's just an absolute asset to have on your team. They have a big test coming up against the Kansas City Chiefs, and that is the Sunday night prime time game, so it'll be a good one, but I think the Chiefs have the edge there. Number 7, and they're down 2 spots, and that is the 6-2, third in the NFC East, New York Giants. And they did have that tough loss to the Seattle Seahawks, but they have a week to think about that as they head into a bye week this week. They don't play again until they play the Lions on November 20th. Again, easily winnable. I think they're going to go back on track there with Daniel Jones, and I think things are going to be good in New York. Number 6, and speaking of those Seahawks, perhaps the surprise of the season, definitely. They are 5-3. They're first in the NFC West. Again, a quiet, very weak NFC West. Quietly racking up 3 straight wins. Geno Smith is more than adequate, I'll tell you that. They have the Arizona Cardinals coming up on Sunday. Number 5, we got the Dallas Cowboys. They're 6-2, second in the NFC East. Dak is looking much better this week. He played so much better than that first week. He threw for 2 touchdowns. He scampered one in as well, and he's been great. Tony Pollard also filled in very nicely for Ezekiel Elliott. Hopefully Zeke's back soon, and they do play the Packers on Sunday. Number 4, if Seattle's not the surprise of the year, then the Minnesota Vikings surely are. 6-1, first in the NFC North, and not getting any love from any pundits. Now, they're high on my list. I tell you, they're not 1 or 2 in anyone's list, and maybe they should be. Maybe they should be. They've won 5 straight now, and there's no signs of slowing down as they take on the Washington Commanders before they do have a big test against the Buffalo Bills on the following Sunday. So that is the real when the rubber hits the road moment for the Minnesota Vikings. Let's see how they do in that one. Number 3, of course, fully rested. The number 3, we have the Kansas City Chiefs. They are fresh off their bye week. They're 5-2, first in the AFC West. Mahomes, even with the week off, leads the league in touchdowns with 20. He's 4th in yards, 2nd in QB rating. Just absolutely crazy how good he is doing. And I want to see them versus the Titans on Sunday night. As I said, I do give the Chiefs the edge. Number 2, still waiting on number 1 to slip up. They haven't flinched yet. So in number 2, still the 6-1, first in the AFC East, Buffalo Bills, probably the best team in the league, but not the best record. So the new stadium looks freaking amazing. They have the renderings of them, and with the Buffaloes wandering outside, just looks absolutely insane. They should be fine as they take on the New York Jets this week. When are we going to see snow, though? I'm really hoping that is our first snow game in real life here in Edmonton, where I live. We got our first snow today. So I'm hoping to see some snow. I love watching snowy football games. They're so much fun to watch. Number 1, and still number 1, it's the Philadelphia Eagles. You knew it was. The 7-0, first in the NFC East. And the next 3 games are all winnable as well as they take on the Texans, the Commanders, and maybe a little bit tougher in the Colts, but the Colts have found ways to lose games this year. So I can see them going 10-0 quite easily. So let me know in the comments below, are you surprised by this? What's your top 10? Give this thing a like, share it around, and as always, we'll see you guys in the next episode.